Okay, so now that we did all this work to remove the backgrounds, some of them destructively, like this hummingbird, and some of them non-destructively, let's talk about layer masks and working non-destructively. I want to put this lion head on top of this hummingbird, and I want it to be a lion sculpture hummingbird. The lion is looking this way, and the hummingbird is looking this way. So I want to flip this layer horizontally. I'm going to select my layer, I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Transform, and Flip Horizontal, which is here. Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. Please write that down. Now, I can change the size of this layer. Edit, Free Transform, Command T. You should know that pretty well, right, by now. Command T. And I'm going to change the size of this. I don't need the rest of this part. I could remove part of the layer in two ways. One is destructively and one is non-destructively. If I take the eraser tool right here, which is shortcut key E, and I just start clicking, notice how big my brush is? Remember, bracket key small, bracket big. Let's go up here to the brush preset. Hardness 100 or hardness 0. This allows you to get either like an airbrush or a hard edge. So I'm just erasing, and I'm erasing pixels, I'm deleting them. Instead of working this way, I could also work non-destructively because I have a layer mask. Do you see this black thing here? Here's a closer up view. You have two parts of your layer. One is the actual image with the pixels, and one is a mask. Notice that this has a little border around it. That's when I know that whatever I do, say I use the brush tool and I start painting, I'm only gonna paint, right, I'm actually painting with the brush tool in there. Say I go in here and you'll notice that this has a highlight bracket around it. If I use the brush tool in white or black, I'm either going to hide or show. And we already did some hiding with the Select and Mask tool. That's why it's called Select and Mask. So, because we're masking, black is hide, white is show. So please write these notes down, they're going to help you out. White is to show, black hide. The nice thing is that I can use the settings from the brush. I can hide with a soft edge brush, or I can hide with a hard-edged brush. A very quick way to get the colors that you need for hiding and showing in your layer mask, which are black and white, is to press the letter D. The shortcut key D stands for the default colors, which are black in the foreground box and white in the background box. You can also use the shortcut key X, and that will switch between the foreground and the background boxes. You can also X, like this thingy here, which is going to switch between the foreground and the background box. So you can either just, you can either press it on the keyboard, or you can click it right there to switch. Hide and show. Mainly hiding right now. And I just only want to get the head. So this is kind of nice because I'm erasing, but if I make a humongous mistake, I don't have to go undo, 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 undo until forever, right? Look up here. The select and mask that we did, it took off some of the ear. But the nice thing is that we made it as a mask. Therefore, I can go in and I can just adjust anything that happened in our selection by painting it with white into the mask. Now let's look how this looks on top of the hummingbird. Alright, I'm taking the move tool. I got the head layer selected, and I'm going to move this around. It needs to be smaller. Therefore, I'm going to use Edit, Free Transform, Command T, and I'm going to make it a bit smaller there. Okay, so we talked about removing things with the eraser, removing things with masks, flipping with edit. It looks like I need to remove some of the hummingbird, which I can do in the mask. So I'm taking the brush, I'm on the mask, and there we go. So this is my hummingbird with a lion head. We used the Command T free transform to make it small. Let's use it on the corners to rotate now. So if I go up here, this arrow looks like that. And I'm going to take the head and I'm going to rotate it. Alright, something right there. And I'm going to hide in the mask. What happens when you like the stuff in the mask, and you want to commit to it, you want to get rid of the mask? Right click in here, you've got a bunch of things. I can disable it, which means it's not going to delete it, it's just going to hide it for now. I can actually delete it. I can apply, let's delete, so there it's gone. I can apply it. That's taking everything that's non-destructive and it's making the commit there and the pixels have been destroyed. Okay, that's about all I want to show. Another thing I want to show, sometimes I need to do something to the layer, but I want to just get the mask out of the way. And so a little trick that I do is I just take this guy and I just move it to somewhere else, to like a different area, like a totally different layer for a second, and then I can go in here and then I can just say I want to paint with white right there to hide some of this pink stuff that's showing. When I put the head on, I don't want that stuff there. And now I'm ready to bring it back up. That's something that I do, I don't want to like mess with stuff. I just want to put it aside and then put it back. Alright, that's the end of this video.